The U.S. Army looked at him and said no. Too short, too skinny, too young, 5 feet 5 inches tall, 110 pounds. Baby face that made him look 15. He was actually 18. They rejected him. He tried again. Rejected again. Finally, on his third try, they let him in. Probably figured he'd wash out in basic training. 3 years later, this kid, this tiny orphan from Texas who the Army didn't want, was standing on top of a burning tank destroyer, alone, facing 250 German soldiers and 6 tanks, for an hour, with a .50 caliber machine gun. When he ran out of ammo, you know what he did? Called in an artillery strike on his own position. While he was still standing on the burning tank, his name was Audie Murphy. By age 21, he had earned every single combat decoration the United States military could give. Every single one: Medal of Honor, Distinguished Service Cross, 2 Silver Stars, Legion of Merit, Bronze Star with V device, 2 Purple Hearts, plus decorations from France and Belgium. He became the most decorated American combat soldier of World War II. The kid they didn't want. The orphan who was too small. The baby-faced teenager who looked like he couldn't hurt a fly. Killed over 240 German soldiers. And when Hollywood made a movie about him, they said the real story was too unbelievable. They had to tone it down, because nobody would believe a 5 foot 5 inch kid could do what Audie Murphy did. But it was all true. Audie Leon Murphy was born June 20th, 1925, in Hunt County, Texas. Big family, 12 kids, poor, really poor, sharecropper family, working someone else's land, getting a portion of the crops. Basically, slavery with extra steps. Audie learned to hunt as a kid because the family had to hunt for food. Little .22 caliber rifle. Rabbits, squirrels, birds, every bullet counted. You couldn't afford to miss, so Audie learned to shoot, really learned to shoot. 1 bullet, 1 kill. Otherwise, your family went hungry. Then everything got worse. When Audie was 10, his father abandoned the family. Just left. No explanation. His mother was left alone, with 12 kids, no money. When he was 16, his mother died. Audie became an orphan now. What do you do when you're a 16-year-old orphan? You try to take care of your younger siblings, but you can't. You got no money, no house, nothing. The siblings got split up, foster homes, relatives, wherever they could find a spot, and Audie was left alone. 17 years old, alone. Nothing to his name. Then Pearl Harbor happened, December 7th, 1941. Audie heard the news. Japan attacked America. He made a decision. He was going to join the military, but there was a problem. He was 17. You had to be 18 to enlist. He tried anyway, lied about his age, went to the Marines. I want to join. The recruiter looked at him. Is this a kid? Babyface, tiny, 110 pounds soaking wet. How old are you? 18. Lie? Height? 5 feet 5. True. But way too short. Weight? 110. Too light. Rejected. You're too small. Audie didn't give up. Went to the paratroopers. Airborne. Same story. Too short. Too light. Rejected. Tried again. Regular Army infantry. This time, they accepted him. Why? Because it was 1942. America needed bodies. The recruiter probably thought, this kid won't make it past basic. He made it past basic, and then got sent to North Africa. North Africa. Audie Murphy, 18 years old, saw his first combat. Tunisia, fighting German and Italian forces. Most soldiers freeze up in their first battle. Shock, fear, panic. Audie didn't freeze. You know why? Because his whole life had been fighting to survive. Poverty, hunger, his mother's death, being alone. Combat was just another survival situation, and he was already an expert marksman. From hunting, every bullet counted. Now every bullet still counted. But this time it wasn't squirrels, it was Germans. His first kill was in Sicily. July 1943, Allied invasion of Sicily. Audie's unit was attacking a hill. German positions. 2 German soldiers were hiding in a cave, firing. Commander, Someone needs to go get those guys out of that cave. Audie volunteered. He approached the cave with his buddy. Italian officer came out, hands up, surrendering. Behind him, 2 Germans came out, fired. Audie's buddy got shot, died. Audie fired back. 2 Germans dead. His first kills, age 18. That night he couldn't sleep. Threw up. Second night the same. Third night, he got used to it. Got used to killing. Because in war, you either get used to it or you die. Over the next months, Audie proved himself Sicily, Salerno, Anzio, Rome. In every battle, he was on the front lines, volunteered for dangerous missions. Why? Because he knew he was good at it. And he was fearless. No, that's not right. He was scared. But he moved forward anyway. That's the difference. Courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is doing it despite the fear. August 1944. Southern France. Operation Dragoon. Allied invasion of southern France. Audie was now a sergeant. Squad leader. Age 19. One day, his unit was advancing through French countryside. German machine gun nest pinned them down. Everyone hit the dirt. Took cover. Not Audie. He got up and ran. Alone. The machine gun was firing. Bullets everywhere. Audie jumped into a ditch, got close to the Germans, threw a grenade into the nest, exploded. Machine gun went silent. Audie jumped into the trench. 2 Germans dead from the blast. 4 wounded. Audie pulled his pistol. Finished the wounded. Cold. Efficient. Then he walked back. His unit advanced. His commander looked at him. "Murphy, are you crazy?" Audie shrugged. It worked. He got the Distinguished Service Cross, 2nd highest combat decoration. He was 19th October 1944, Alsace, France. Audie was now a lieutenant, officer, age 19. His unit was in a forest, defending against German attack. The Germans hit hard, tanks, infantry, artillery. The Americans were falling back. Audie's squad was cut off, Germans everywhere. "Commander, pull back, now!" Audie's squad tried to escape. Germans fired. Audie's best friend got hit. Laddie Tipton. Audie knew him since Texas, went down. Not dead, but couldn't move. Audie went back under German fire. Put Tipton on his back, carried him out of the forest. To safety. Laddie survived. Audie got the Silver Star. His 2nd Silver Star. Still only 19. January 26, 1945. Holtzwihr, France. Remember this date, because this is the day Audie Murphy became a legend. Audie was now a company commander. Company B, 15th Infantry Regiment, responsible for 128 men. But that day, only 18 men left. The rest wounded, dead, or missing. 18 soldiers in a snowy field. Germans attacking. 250 German infantry. 6 Panzer tanks. Audie positioned his men in the woods. Defensive position. Then 2 M10 tank destroyers arrived. American, for support. Audie positioned them in the open field. Tank support. Then the Germans came. 6 Panzers. Infantry in front, 250 men. Advancing across the snowy field. 1 tank destroyer got hit, exploded. The other got hit, started burning. Crew bailed out. Now Audie had no tank support. He's looking at the Germans. 250 men, 6 tanks coming straight at him. He's got 18 men in the woods with light weapons. Standard military doctrine says pull back. You're outnumbered. Can't fight this. What did Audie do? Ran to the burning tank destroyer, climbed on top, grabbed the .50 caliber machine gun, mounted on top of the destroyer, and started firing. Now think about this. A burning vehicle, ammunition cooking off inside, could fully explode any second. Audie's standing on top of it, exposed, no cover, no protection, against 250 German soldiers and 6 tanks, alone, firing the .50 caliber. Germans are in shock. 1 American, on top of a burning tank, shooting at them. This has to be a trap. Has to be. Nobody does this alone. But he is alone. For an hour, Audie held that position, fired the .50 caliber until it got so hot it started malfunctioning, killed or wounded dozens of Germans. The tank destroyer is burning beneath his feet. Ammunition exploding inside, could blow any second. The Germans hit him. Leg wound. He doesn't get down. Finally ran out of ammo. But the German attack had stalled. He climbed down from the burning wreck, walked back to his men, organized a counterattack, drove the Germans back, then collapsed from blood loss and shock. You know what happened next? Medal of Honor, America's highest combat decoration, only awarded for the most extraordinary valor. Audie Murphy earned it at age 19. But this wasn't the first impossible thing he'd done, and it wasn't the last. The next months, Audie kept fighting. Alsace, Rhineland, Central Europe. They pushed into Germany, heading for Berlin. Every battle, Audie was in front. Every battle, risking his life. May 1945, Germany surrendered. The war was over. Audie Murphy was 21 years old. What had he won? Every single U.S. combat decoration. Medal of Honor, Distinguished Service Cross, 2 Silver Stars, Legion of Merit, Bronze Star with V device, 2 Purple Hearts, plus Legion d'Honneur from France, plus Croix de Guerre from Belgium, plus a bunch more. 28 decorations total. Most decorated American combat soldier. World War II. 240 plus confirmed kills. 6 tanks destroyed. 33 months of combat, wounded 3 times. Audie came home. Texas. Hero. But he couldn't sleep. Every night, nightmares. Dead German soldiers. Exploding tanks. Laddie Tipton getting shot. PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder. But in 1945, they didn't call it PTSD. They called it war neurosis. And men weren't expected to talk about it. So Audie didn't talk. Just kept suffering. Silently. Then Hollywood discovered him. Handsome, baby-faced, war hero, perfect. He built a film career. Starred in 44 movies. Cowboys, soldiers, heroes. Most famous, To Hell and Back. The story of his own life. Box office hit. Audie Murphy playing himself in his own war story. But you know what they did? They toned down the real story. Yeah, they toned down the truth, because the truth was too unbelievable. The 5'5" kid standing on a burning tank for an hour? Too much. 240 plus kills? Seems like exaggeration. Winning every decoration? Nobody would believe it. So they dialed it back. The real Audie Murphy was more badass than the movie Audie Murphy. But when the cameras stopped, he still couldn't sleep. Kept a loaded pistol under his pillow. Couldn't sleep without the lights on. Nightmares every single night. PTSD was so bad he got addicted to sleeping pills. Then he quit cold turkey. Almost killed him. But he became the first celebrity to talk about PTSD, said, "Nobody really comes home from war. Only their bodies come back." May 28, 1971. Audie Murphy died in a plane crash. He was 45 years old. Private plane, went down in the Virginia mountains. Bad weather. Audie and 5 others. Everyone died. He was buried at Arlington National Cemetery, near JFK with honors. Thousands of people at his funeral. America's most decorated war hero. But most young people don't know who he was. Here's what Audie Murphy's story tells us. Size doesn't matter. The Army rejected him twice. Too short, too skinny. But Audie didn't give up, because he had something inside that nothing on the outside could show. Courage, determination, survival instinct. The 110-pound orphan from Texas killed 240 German soldiers, destroyed 6 tanks, won every U.S. combat decoration. And most importantly, he never called himself a hero, said, "I was just doing my job." But that wasn't enough for him, because the war sent him home changed. PTSD, nightmares, sleeping pills, Hollywood star, but suffering. War doesn't create heroes, war creates survivors. And some survivors earn medals. But all of them carry the pain home. Audie Murphy was both hero and survivor, most decorated and most broken. If this story moved you, hit that like button, subscribe. Every week we rescue forgotten heroes from history. Drop a comment. Did you know about Audie Murphy before this? Thanks for watching. Thanks for remembering Audie Murphy. Size doesn't measure courage.